Hey folks, see Rachana Ranade here and I welcome you all to a shoot and release video as my birthday special video. So just in case if I fumble upon something, please check out the pinned comment so that you get to know about anything which I stumbled upon, right? Chalo, so with that, let's get started right away. Today is a special day and we are going to understand about a stock. We are going to understand about this stock in absolute detail. In fact, I had done the first video of this stock when I did the IPO analysis of that video. Then I followed up one more video on the same stock. Today, I'm going to cover the stock for the third time on my channel. But today, we have some key research points which are based out of the May 2024 con call that happened for the company. Major data has been taken about that. Just to give you a small hint, this company is into multiple business segments and in one business segment, they help deliver stuff in like 10 to 15 minutes. But they don't deliver something which is like really important, and those are our courses. And let me tell you that it's a wonderful thing because it's my birthday, 26 and 27 June, the only time in the year, that's just once in a year, that you can get some amazing discounts. So please don't forget to use these coupon codes that you can see on the screen. The offer is valid only till tomorrow. So please enroll for these courses, invest wisely, learn smartly, and very important, as a birthday special, we are doing 3 new launches. First one is the Magic of Mutual Funds 2.0 course. The second one is in Marathi, which is Maitri Mutual Fund Shi. And the third one is Pro Investor Memberships, but in Marathi. Now, with this as an introduction, let me tell you the name of the company. It is right in front of you, which is Zomato, right? First, let's understand about the business model of the company. I'm sure everyone knows four business segments is what I must say. One is food delivery. Everyone knows about this. Second one is quick commerce. Quick commerce is nothing but Blinkit. Third one is going out. So going out includes more of dining out and also includes one very important point, which is event ticketing. And the fourth one is B2B supplies. I'm sure you might have heard about Hyperpure. Okay. We are going to delve into depth for all these four segments. But what we are going to do is we are going to tackle them one by one. So first we are going to kickstart with food delivery, which accounts for 63% of the GOV. What is GOV? Gross order value. Okay. So you can just imagine from the top line, a major chunk comes from this segment, which is food delivery. Of course, sales and GOV, there is a small difference. Okay. But first let's understand that Zomato, which was at an IPO based price, it fell down. And from that bottommost point, it started recovering. We first must understand what were the factors that led to the recovery of Zomato, which led to the growth of Zomato. 3-4 important points that they did. Number one, they exited from 225 smaller cities where their performance was not that great. They did certain layoffs wherein they shrunk their workforce by almost 4%. Now comes a very important point, which is about platform fees that they started in August 2023 with just 2 rupees as platform fee per order. Latest data ke hisab se their platform fee is 5 rupees. Now, when I did a video on Zomato a few months ago, I told you that 1.3 million orders is what they deliver per day. But as per the latest interview which I saw of one of their founders, 2 million is the latest data of the number of orders. So you can imagine 20 lakh orders per day is what they are delivering. And with 5 rupee platform fee, 1 crore rupees is the revenue just based out of platform fees. So that is something really interesting. Plus, the number of restaurants that they used to cater to was originally 150K when I did that video. As of the latest data, it is 247,000 restaurants, right? So if you can see, our restaurant partners are also increasing at a CAGR at 17%, and delivery partners are also increasing at a CAGR of almost 21%. So all in all, good growth is what we can see in the food delivery business per se. But this is not what the founders are, they are betting on something more. And that is not about the food delivery business. They are betting more on the Blinkit's business. Now, first we need to understand Blinkit is nothing but in the quick commerce segment, right? So, let me just again focus first. Blinkit is based on the quick commerce segment, right? And here it's more about delivering into 10 into 15, delivering stuff in less than, let us say, 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. Now, you can understand that yes, there have been multiple competitors as well. I'm sure you have heard about Zepto, you have heard about Swiggy, Instamart, you have heard about Blinkit, which is a fully owned Zomato company, by the way. Okay. And the fourth one, you might have also heard about Big Basket. Now, if you remember, the early mover advantage was with Big Basket. In fact, they were the leaders in this segment for quite a long time, but still they were not able to sustain that for a long time. I mean, they were the business leader for a long time, but they were not able to sustain it eventually. And right now, if you know, amongst the competitors, they are at the bottommost position. Okay, so what their founder has also very clearly mentioned in one of their interviews is that he said that yes, Blinkit or any other business is what he says, that will not, I mean, none of the business models that are created right now will last for more than a decade, is what the founder says. And that is the reason why he has mentioned that you need to innovate and create new businesses, is what Mr. Dipander Goyal said, right? So what he's saying, that even if we feel that yes, Blinkit is big, this, that, if they don't change, then they will not be able to sustain in the longer run, right? In fact, going back to Big Basket, if you remember, they started with delivering groceries or delivering milk I mean, daily needs is what you can say. But they used to tell us that if you want milk, let us say, in the early morning, and eggs in the early morning, you need to place the order, let us say, by 10 or 11 at night. But what did Blinkit say? Arey, you tell us, we'll deliver it to you in 15 minutes. Why do you have to place the order like one night before? Not required. In fact, they started with these things like milk, eggs, grocery, this, that, but eventually they have moved on to a lot of stuff, something like electronics, fashion, and they are pouring into newer and newer areas. Now, along with this, what is Blinkit's biggest advantage is the number of dark stores that they have. Now, just in case if you don't know what is a dark store is nothing but like a warehouse which the company has, in which they have a lot of items which are frequently ordered. Now you can imagine if these dark stores are located in densely populated areas where the number of orders are pretty high, then you can imagine the delivery time will be very less if the dark store is located in a very good spot, sweet spot. Sweet spot means what? Where the population is pretty much highly dense, right? And that is what they have targeted, and they have a very nice count of the stores. Now coming to the funding side, Zomato, because they believe in this segment, they are pumping 300 crores more into Blinkit. That shows the confidence that they have in Blinkit. But don't get very much excited, because I'm going to tell you about their competitor as well, Zepto. This is a very latest news, just 5-6 days ago. They raised a total funding, latest funding round basically was of $665 million, and if you were to translate that into rupees, it's almost 5,600 crore rupees. Now, ultimately, it's going to be a deep pocket game. A company which is able to bring in more funding, a company which is able to burn more, if they are able to come up with newer and newer concepts, newer and newer ways to deliver quicker and deliver a wider range of products, they are going to win this game. But I believe that right now, because Blinkit has proven itself in this area right now to a great extent, if they keep up pace with whatever they are doing, they are set to grow bigger and bigger. Now if I compare the store count, because right now we did talk about the funding of Zepto, let's also talk about the store count. See, Instamart has 490 outlets, Zepto has 360, but Blinkit has 526 stores as at FY24, and they plan to take it to 1000 stores by FY25. Now the point that I mentioned you, more and more stores is equal to what? More and more stores is equal to they will be able to deliver in the shortest possible time. Okay, but now one question pops up here is that if they keep on adding more and more stores, will it lead to a bigger and bigger outlay of funds? The answer is no, because now they are also going to turn to franchisee model. So just as an example, if you want to start a dark store, you need to do some investment. They will give you some return on your investment, plus you will also get some percentage of sales, something like that. Okay, so all in all, there was a survey also which was made by The Arc, and they said that this is going to be a pretty interesting franchisee model. They have also mentioned in their article that typically dark store peaks at 1,500 to 1,700 daily orders on weekdays and 2,000 to 2,500 orders on weekend at this junction. So you can imagine what high number of orders that they are seeing right now. That's pretty interesting. So just to sum up, Zomato scale in quick commerce is now 50% larger than competitors. Zomato in quick commerce means I'm talking about Blinkit. It's larger by 50% than its competitors, so they are way ahead of its competitors. Very clearly we can understand that. And Goldman Sachs reports as Zomato continues to improve profitability, particularly in quick commerce, multiples could further re-rate, is what Goldman Sachs has also mentioned, right? So this was about the key component that I wanted to focus more on. Talking quickly about going out business, they do have this going out, dining out. Basically, if I were to go to a restaurant, I can book a table through their app. I also can get some offers, and that is how I can use this feature of dining out. They also have something like Zomato Live. That's into events. By the way, you might have also read about this news, very recent news, 18th June news, wherein it was mentioned that Zomato plans to acquire Paytm movie business. That will be about their online events segment that we discussed in the beginning. So that is what is the news, but immediately clarification was given by Zomato that yes, we have read a lot of news, we have noticed that there are certain news articles about this, but currently it is not, I mean, they have not taken any ultimate decision, no final decision is taken by Zomato, is the clarification that they had given. Talking about the last one, which is B2B business, not a big one. It's made about Hyperpure. This is where they source raw material to hotels. Okay, so this is about the B2B business. Is it scaling? Yes, a good CAGR, 152%. But all in all, it's a very small. I mean, the volume itself is very small, and that is the reason why you can see a higher CAGR. Okay. EBITDA, they are into negative, still at -4% at an EBITDA margin level is what I'm saying. Now, talking about financials, yes, food delivery business is growing. The GOV is growing. QOQ change is 6%. Quick commerce is growing at 28%. Going out 26%. This is also, picking up pace. And the B2B business, the Hyperpure business, the one that I mentioned, is growing at 13%. All in all, revenue is also up. Adjusted EBITDA numbers are good. So we have discussed about this whole financials in one of our earlier videos as well. But just to give you a quick sum up, basically, the biggest revenue generation is currently being done by food delivery, but it is said that the quick commerce, Blinkit, that can actually overtake the food delivery business is what their management also feels in a matter of roughly 1 year, is what their management has mentioned, right? Now, some interesting research that our team has also done. See, just have a look at this, okay? What can you see here? A thumbs up bottle on Amazon costs 40 rupees, but on Blinkit costs 45 rupees because they are giving here at a discount of 11% discount to MRP. Here they are giving no discount, but here you can get it in 11 minutes. Here you will maybe take 1 day. Okay, so here for convenience they are selling it at MRP, and that is where they can gain more money, right? But if you see about certain electronics, on Amazon you can get this Boat headphone at 1499, but on Blinkit you can get the same one. See, I'm talking about Boat AirDops 170 TWS earbuds. Boat AirDops 170 TWS earbuds, same. Here you can get it at 999, here it was at 1499. So you can get it at a cheaper price at Blinkit. But there are some products, here you can see OnePlus buds, these are at 2499, and Blinkit, same, OnePlus Nord buds at 2499. So here you can understand that. Achha, one more example. They have also forayed into kurtas. And here you can see this is an example of Myntra. The kurtas range from 900 to 1200. Delivery time could be somewhere around 2 to 4 days. And Blinkit is at 929. Delivery in 10 minutes. This is crazy, right? So I think this is going to be something as a game changer. So if you see here, all in all, for some products they are charging more or less similar, right? For some products they are charging lesser as compared to competitors. For some products they are charging a little bit more than the competitors. They are trying to, do their own math of where people are ready to pay more and where people would be interested to be, where people would be more price sensitive. They are doing their own analysis, and they also mention about the synergy that they have. See, overall what they are saying, this is like the sum up point now. They mention that yes, we do have synergy benefits because any person who is going to order for the food delivery is a likely customer base for quick commerce as well, and also for going out. And if I'm talking about restaurants, then yes, restaurant for going out and Hyperpure as well. So they definitely have synergy benefits, no doubts on that. Coming to the ultimate part of technical analysis, this was the IPO base, okay? We saw a big downfall. From here the growth started, and here you can see it faced some sort of resistance, okay? This was the IPO base. It went out of here. This was the election day where it, cracked down almost until 146. But right now again it's seeing some sort of resistance here. But if you have done my course on technical analysis, you very well know what sort of pattern is this. And if you can identify patterns, you will also be able to understand what could be the target price based on the patterns. Well, just to tell you one more time that this is not a stock recommendation. Again, a disclosure that yes, this is a part of my portfolio, and this is a part of my satellite portfolio, not a core portfolio, because I believe that yes, the competition is going to kick in at some point in time. They may lose business advantage, and that is the reason why I may hold it for a short to medium term in my portfolio. I hope you enjoyed this one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.